Good evening all, Taff Live, and it's the return of Kev.
Hello.
What an handsome
Hello
face he's
all.
got there. Right, so yeah, we're going to kick off a little bit earlier tonight. Thought, no, instead of keeping you all in suspense, let's get this underway. So back to winning ways in the league for the county. But remember, this is about all football, not just Newport County. We got Exeter man is in Exeter City. Yeah, you're the one who was slagging off our home crowd.
Got to be
Yeah.
fair, I think the Exeter crowd yesterday, probably the best we've had, away fans we've had here, to be honest.
Yeah, I gotta be fair. I mean, you brought a good number. You brought a lot of noise with you. So yeah, I mean, it's exactly what we want to be as away fans. So yeah, that was really good, really good atmosphere that you helped us create, of course. But like I said, this is about all football, so we can talk. We can talk whatever you want. Um, Liverpool won again, but by the skin of their teeth. Got quite lucky. Man United won again. The Ole revival is definitely underway. Man City winning comfortably at Huddersfield. Tottenham turning around a 1-0 deficit to winning against Fulham away. So there's a lot of Premier League to talk about. Real Madrid have won. Are they on a revival themselves? Bayern Munich and Dortmund are both winning. Are we going to see a change in German football? Paris Saint-Germain put in 9 past Guingamp. Is the French league being belittled, shall we say, by the monopolisation of Paris Saint-Germain? Are they going to just walk that league every season? Is that healthy for French football? The World Cup winners, you'd think there'd be a much more competitive league, but there's a reason why all the good French players tend to jump ship and go elsewhere. So plenty to talk about. Obviously, we talk about the county, but we all want to talk. We all want to talk about a number of different things. We want to
Tonbridge
include everyone.
Angels, are they still going?
Tonbridge Angels won. Let's give a shout out to
Yeah,
Tonbridge
Angels. I remember
Angels
going to
FC. Well
Tonbridge
done.
back when they were non-league days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a bit before my time. If Man U don't get Ole as manager next season, I don't know. Well, he's certainly making a good case for himself, isn't he, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Yes, but I don't know. I just think it's a honeymoon period at the minute. I think Zidane would be the best shout there, to be honest.
But would Zidane improve anything on what Ole's doing at the moment?
No, but you've got to look at it. Could Solskjaer take him into the Champions League? Probably not, to be honest.
Well, he's got the ultimate test is coming up for him in the Champions League. Obviously, Man United have got Paris Saint-Germain. Obviously, technically, if the two results against Liverpool were in a two-legger, Paris Saint-Germain would have beaten Liverpool on away goals. So United are going to find that particularly hard, aren't they?
They are, but I just think myself, obviously, no disrespect, obviously, whatever happened, Mourinho won getting it right there.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest, I think anyone could have probably have gone in there and got them players playing.
Yeah.
I think whatever Mourinho done wasn't working.
Because I was thinking,
I just think it was someone like Solskjaer's probably gone and put a few arms around players like Pogba and said, go out and do your stuff and just show what you can do.
Yeah. Go out and enjoy your football.
And that's probably, not being funny, any probably person could have gone in and done that, to be honest. Because as soon as them players cross the white line, you take your hands anyway, so...
Absolutely. So let's catch up on a couple of questions then. So Marcus May, hi lads, fantastic 3 points for County. Just hope we can go on an unbeaten run there in the league. You and me both, mate. Luke County up the County, good man. Nick Muller went to Crawley versus Port Vale and Port Vale got a win away.
I'll just say about the win yesterday against Exeter, I think, and I could be wrong, quote me if I'm wrong, I think that's the first time we've won the league game after winning a big cup game.
Right.
Because we beat Leeds, and I don't think we won in the league after that. And
actually,
we played Tottenham, and we didn't win in the league after that.
I think after we beat Leeds, we drew Tottenham then, and I think we beat Crawley. We managed to beat Crawley, but then we drew against Morecambe, and then that was when we went on our bad run then.
Right. Okay, so...
right then. Don't want Poch at United. So would you want to keep...
Jolly and O'Connor.
Oh, no, there's a bloody good one.
I would actually say Hammond and O'Connor, to be honest.
Well, I think what he means is which partnership.
Oh.
I mean, Jolly and O'Connor have got to get a lot of respect because them two, they fired us back into the league.
To be honest, I think Hammond and anyone, to be honest, would be great because I think he's one of the best strikers in League 1 or 2.
I mean,
the Championship, he's probably the best striker below the Championship, to be honest.
I mean, to be honest with you, Ammon and Matt are the first strike partnership who are going to take us past 30 goals since O'Connor.
O'Connor, Jolly, and you had Reid and Foley before that.
Reid and Foley before that, but at a very low level was in comparison to where we are right now. So I'd say Jolly and O'Connor will go down as bigger legends right now.
But then you've got to still look at Jolly and O'Connor was non-league.
Jolly and O'Connor was still non-league, yeah.
Hammond and Matt is league, so I suppose if we do it that way, you would have to go with Hammond and Matt.
So Kevin Pretlove is in evening. Kevin, one of our sponsors, the Scrum Half Pub. I hope many of you are popping in there and showing your love to the guys in there. Big county fans put a lot of money into the club, so the very least as supporters we could do. I know the Ivy Bush directly gives the club money, but we got to look after the people who are looking after the club as well.
Yeah,
you agree? Absolutely. Lovely people in that pub as well. Absolutely lovely. Get yourselves down there. Come and support Tom. Come and support. Well, I think you mean to say support Tonbridge Angels. Nah.
No, good luck to them. I like to see lower league sides do well, and obviously, as I said, I've been to Tonbridge in our earlier non-league days and what have you, and good luck to them. But no, I won't be coming down to support you, unfortunately.
There we go. So Tony, thoughts on the game on Saturday? Newport versus Exeter. I thought we played well.
Poor first half, I think, to be honest. I think the first half was poor. I think Exeter didn't have anything at all up front. And to be honest, I don't think they were the best side we've played. I think they're probably in the bottom 5 worst teams I've seen us play this season.
Really?
I think they were poor myself, because up front they didn't have anything. Okay, you had Joe Day made that one save. I think it's the only time he touched the ball, to be honest. And they
hit the bar, didn't they?
They hit the bar, but apart from that, they had nothing. And I think they're probably, in my opinion, I think in the bottom 5 teams that we've played. Like I said, the first half was poor, and the second half we just dominated. So
we
weren't brilliant ourselves, but
no. I mean, we haven't been brilliant for a while now. No. I mean, obviously
but
in the league,
it was a professional performance. We looked solid. We didn't look like conceding.
We stopped the rot, and we're 5 points away from the playoffs again.
If we win every game 1-0, then brilliant. But I just think I didn't think they were that good, to be honest.
So also thoughts on promotion now. To be honest with you, it's a matter of we got to take it a game at a time. I think the manager and the players believe that they can do it, but as supporters, we can't set the bar too high, because we're criticising the players in the club. But in we're thinking about it realistically, we've had a fantastic season.
I just think if we had lost Saturday, then realistically you could say it was over. Any chance of promotion talk. Yeah, it's probably 25 games, whatever, 20 odd games left. But I think if we'd lost Saturday, we potentially could have been 11 points adrift.
Yeah.
If results had gone other ways.
Yeah.
So you could look at it. Is promotion still there? I still go with what I said at the beginning of the season, that we'll finish in the playoffs at the end of the season. That's what I said, and I still go with that at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so talk Tonbridge Angels FC. I am the drummer for Tonbridge Angels.
Oh, very good. Very good. How many have you got in your group would be good to know.
Absolutely. So Liam Williams, Kev, could we hear you lead the chant on iFollow? Oh, we could hear you lead the chant on iFollow yesterday.
Oh, brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, he has got a big bloody gob on him, hasn't he?
Yeah, I was back to leading it yesterday for a change.
Yeah, it's got to be done, mate, isn't it? Yeah, you led a few times, and I took the reins as well on a couple of occasions as well. And we got a good atmosphere going. We got the chanting going a little bit more consistently.
Went back to some of the old ones as well.
But that's key though, isn't it? We got to go back to some of the older ones.
We've got to go back, like Singer for the Amber Boys, etc. And obviously you've got the new ones now, but I think you still got to stick to the old chants, really, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so Greg Halpin. Hi Chris, just the job on Saturday, solid, clean sheet, let's kick on. Completely agree.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been scoring goals lately, that's not been such a problem, but, you know...
I think Regan Poole coming back has helped massively, and we see that Saturday. I think Flynn got the tactics right. I've been saying all season we cannot play with 3 in midfield, a 4-3-3. And I think if you look at every game we've played 4-3-3 this season, I wouldn't mind betting we haven't won many of them. But when he plays 3-5-2 or 5-3-2, whichever way you want to look at it, if we're attacking, it's 5 in midfield, if we're defending, it's 5 at the back. But if he plays with 3 centre-backs and the 5 in midfield when we're attacking, we look a better team.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I think Exeter bypassed our midfield too many times yesterday anyway.
Yeah,
'cause
we
they
still
were just
got
long
we still
ball
got an issue
over
in
the top.
midfield. We still need to get Labardi back
I think if we
playing.
can get Labadie back, yesterday I think at times we needed someone who could put their foot on the ball. Even Dolan. I know Dolan gets his criticism, and I'm probably one of the biggest critics of his, but you need someone who can put their foot on the ball, could have stopped the ball yesterday and just spread it left, right, back, whatever. And I think we were missing that to a point yesterday.
Right, so the Exeter fan says, I don't think Exeter will get promoted, to be honest. If you would have had, if you would have
The
had
thing is with Exeter,
Paul
every
Tisdale still,
season,
you may have.
Every season they do it. They start off well, top of the league, and they drop back and drop back and drop
But
back.
then, well, when they got to the playoff final that year, they actually looked like they were going to go down that season at the beginning.
Yes,
but
they
they
did, yeah.
kicked on and climbed the league and ended up getting themselves a playoff place. It was quite unbelievable to see that. So George is in. Torbridge Angels played against you. Yeah, we know, back in the day. Do you think that Flynn should focus on defensive after we have a good strike? Because we've got a good strike force, do you think?
I don't think the problem, to be honest, I don't think. You say defence, I think with the three he played yesterday, and as I said, doesn't matter whether you've got Franks, Demetrio, or Brian, Franks, Demetrio, or Bennett there. I think Bennett played, I think, probably the best game I've seen him play in midfield yesterday.
Yeah.
He's not a midfielder, and to me he's too defensive, but yesterday he was outstanding.
Yeah.
But I think anyone it doesn't matter, I think Bennett, Demetrio, O'Brien, Franks, any of them you play at the back three, that's our best formation.
Yeah.
With 3 centre backs and 2 wing backs. So I think with defensive thing, you've just got to get consistency. I think, to be honest, my personal opinion is we look better with O'Brien at the back.
Yeah.
If we go O'Brien and then back three, we look better.
The thing is, O'Brien's not much of a ball playing centre back,
but he gets the ball out. He's no nonsense. He'll let it out, cleave it in the touch, whatever, and that's all you need from a defender.
But then in League Two, you don't need ball playing centre halves.
All the defenders' job is to get the ball out, either stop the ball going in the box or get rid of it.
Yeah.
And yesterday we did that well.
Okay, so nice to see you back, Kevin. Yeah, it is good to have him back, isn't it? George WBA, the Hawthorns look good in my profile picture. Can't quite see it, mate. It's very, very small, but I will catch a look later.
Can we beat Middlesbrough?
Can we beat Middlesbrough? It's a tough one.
I had a feeling before the game against Leicester we would beat Leicester, and I did predict 2-1.
Yeah.
The Middlesbrough game, I don't know. I haven't got that. I know it sounds stupid. I haven't got that feeling this time, but we can beat them. Whether we can sneak a draw, I think it's down to really what sort of side they put out.
To be honest, I think if we turn up,
if we can get if we can play
turn up,
to
we'll give
our
them a good
potential,
game.
I think we can sneak a point. Whether we can beat them, I don't know. They beat Peterborough 5-0.
Well, it wouldn't be a point, would it?
Well, our point the draw, I mean, but you know what I mean. If we can get a draw, winning back to Rodney Parade, it'll be good. But we've got to look at they hammered Peterborough 5-0 in the last round.
Yeah.
And Peterborough towards the top of League One, so it's not going to be an easy game by no means. But it depends what side they put out. Whether Pulis picks to put youngsters out or whether he puts a full side out. I think it's going to be a hard game. They were away records poor, so who knows? So, put it this way, I haven't seen us win away yet this season, so
we're going to put a bit more emphasis on County Middlesbrough towards the end of the stream, but then let's talk a little bit more other football, because again, County is dominating this stream. Oops, a daisy, accidentally clicked on a notification there. Right, okay, so let's catch up on a couple of questions then. Exeter fan, yeah, Stockley is gone and hopeless without Boateng and Troy Brown are fit. Well, yeah, we know the pain of having injuries. Luke County, do you think loan signings are a stopgap and County should be trying to sign and develop their own players to sell on?
At the end of the day, you've got to develop your own players and sell them on. But obviously, the last couple of years we've probably been successful with a few players, with obviously Washington and Regan Poole, and to a point Alan Collins.
Lee Evans as well.
And yeah, Lee Evans was another one. He was probably the first of them all. But you've got to look at it is, at our level, we haven't got the money to go out and buy players.
No.
You've got to have loan signings coming in. I think we've been lucky, very lucky with loan signings. Yeah. I think Flynn's brought 10 in, and I would probably say 7, 8 of them have been fantastic.
The thing to remember though is when it comes to loan signings, a lot of the time when they come from bigger clubs like top end Championship or Premier League clubs, they don't ask us to pay any of their wages.
No.
You know? And when you're on a tight budget like what Flynn's got, sometimes you need that. So it's all well and good to develop your own players, but those own players are going to be costing us.
At the end of the day, Mike Flynn can see, like you got Folston and you got that guy Toure at Barry.
Yeah.
Now, Mike Flynn's obviously been with the youth side. He knows these players because he was there a couple of years back.
Yeah.
And he knows the potential they've got, but we don't see him in training.
No.
We don't know whether they're any good in the first team.
And that's the thing.
At the end of the day, I think they were loan signings. As I said, we've had some great loan signings: Ben White, Regan Poole, Mikulewski, to name probably 3 of them. And obviously Semenyo now. And look what's happened. We've played well in the FA Cup. Mikulewski scored the winner against Leeds. Took us to the Tottenham game. Semenyo was probably instrumental in getting us going to get the winner against Leicester because it was his ball over to Newville that set it up. So I suppose loan signings have helped us, and it hopefully brings us better loan signings in.
Loan signings add that extra bit of quality into the team and make it so
and on the other hand, if you get someone like Charlie Cooper who didn't work out,
and we would have been paying towards his wages as well.
And didn't work out, and whatever people thought about him, we're not going to slag him off, he's no longer with us now. But at the end of the day, you've got to look at it is when you get players like that, you can send them back. If we had gone out and bought him, we were stuck with it.
Stuck with him, yeah. So, we're going to have to try not to put too much emphasis on stuff now. We've got a lot to catch up on, I'm afraid. Can we call in Middlesbrough?
We're hat and coat then.
Yep, good shout. Give us a C.
Yeah, maybe Saturday.
Absolutely. Who is one with the drum? That'll be young Ellis. What do you think of Regan Poole coming back? I think we touched on Regan Poole coming back being a good thing, yeah. But I think he made a really big difference yesterday. He brought a bit of extra quality into that defence, from obviously what he's been picking up at Man United, which was great. Tony, I found a little problem with the fans in Running Parade. We sing Allay like twice, or other chants go twice. I think we need more chants that last longer and keep them going. I completely agree. It tends to.
Well, the Amber Army chants one that you can keep going.
It could keep going, but people drop it out too quickly.
Drop out, and then you got 1 or 2 keep going, and then it stops.
We tend to repeat a chant twice, and then it just drops out. What we need to do is sort of encourage each other to come on, let's keep this going and keep it running.
And funny enough, we were just discussing that before we come on here anyway.
Yeah, bringing back some of the older chants as well. So yeah, we need a bigger, more compiled song list. But the thing is, guys, County's dominating this chat again, so we are going to have to talk other football because we have got others in here who may want to talk about their clubs. So right, Friel's Firm, we are mid-table, but keep in mind the games we have in hand. I believe we can get into the playoffs. We could.
As I said, I still believe we can, and I no difference to that. As I said at the beginning of the season, I think we'd finish in the playoffs. And I still think that's where we'll finish.
Here we go. Who's going to win the league? Are we talking the Premier League? If so, it's looking very likely, given the games that the teams have all got left, that Liverpool are going to be the ones to take the Premier League.
Man City, just on, I think.
Where are Liverpool going to drop the points, considering their only tough games now are away to Everton and away to Man United?
West Ham, I think, will beat Liverpool. Because West Ham seem to beat the top sides and lose to people like Bournemouth and Brighton.
But then there's a lot of teams who are doing well against the top sides who Liverpool are blowing away, like Bournemouth, for example.
I just still think, I think it's a 2-horse race, but I still think Man City have got a hell of a chance.
Fair enough. Baconson on his own is pretty bad, but having Labadia or someone else with him, he's pretty good.
To be fair, I think he played well yesterday, to be fair. It was the best I've seen him play for a while. But I think you're right. You need someone by the side of it who can. And I think it made a difference that Bennett played well yesterday, and you could see Backinson had a bit
more of a freedom to play with the ball.
What he wanted,
I think the problem with Backinson is that he's getting marked out the games a lot now, and he's struggling to deal with that. But anyway, let's push on because we got a lot to catch up on, and it has been a Newport County dominated chat so far, and we would like to talk something else if we can. Exeter chanted Shalala. Yep, trust me, it's on our song list now. We will be bringing that to the table. Matthew Goss, do you think playoffs are still in reach after the win yesterday? Yes. 5 points away? Absolutely. Lewis Evans, do you think Flynn will leave at the end of the season? Depends if he gets us promoted or not.
To me, I think if he gets us promoted, no. Unless a big championship side comes in. He gets us into the playoffs and we lose, yes. Yep. I genuinely think he will. If we get to the playoffs and we don't win promotion, I think he will go.
Yeah. So the Amber
Well,
Army have
obviously, I hope you don't.
hopefully you don't know. Keep building. Amber Army bot has asked for 15 likes, guys. We're on 13. How about 2 more, or even how many? 7 more. Let's get it past 20 then, right? I'm raising the bar a little bit. Let's get the likes up past 20, and we'll extend for 10 minutes. Paul Dixon, we have to have loan players as our club cannot withstand the wage bill for contracts. Roughly 2 years' wages is a lot, yeah. But bigger clubs can make it attractive so players can play regular. Exactly, completely agree. And bloody hell, we're on 19 likes already, so we might make that 20. It'd be a 40-minute stream then, guys. Right then, this is a shout out for our latest creator. By the way, we just hit 20. We will be extending for 10 minutes. Thank you, guys. Check out our latest creator, young fan Luke Lewis, 14 years old as well, and his new blog post with this match day report of yesterday's win. So there's the link, guys. It's right there on the Amber Army. Check it out. Luke Lewis, our newest creator. Obviously, it's not going to be a video type creator, but he is doing some sports journalism for us. So it could be a good platform for him to maybe make a career out of it. So Newport County fan, let's show him a bit of love. Liverpool's chances of winning the league, obviously we just picked up on that.
Obviously, they're in the driving seat.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's over yet.
I don't think it's over by any stretch of the imagination. No way. But
I would love to see Liverpool win it because they haven't won it for so long. But I still got a funny feeling a City will push them all the way.
City will push them all the way, but I just can't see Liverpool dropping enough points for City to capitalise. I can see City dropping more points because the difference between Liverpool and City, Liverpool have lost one match, right? And that has been against City, at City, in one of what I would call one of the more desperate performances I've ever seen from a football club. Man City dug deep and gave everything to get past Liverpool by the skin of their teeth.
Well, on about Liverpool, obviously winning the league, I think another team in the Premier League, I think you look out for this season are Wolves.
Wolves are doing
really well. I think they are
absolutely
flying, and I wouldn't mind putting a bet on that they'll make Europe this year.
Possibly.
Either through the FA Cup or the 7th place if it goes to 7th place.
An 8-side bet for the FA Cup, why not?
Because I think they're flying, Wolves are at the moment.
Yeah. So guys, we've got 29 viewers at the moment, or 30 now. 30 viewers, our bait. We get that past 40, we'll extend for another 10 minutes. We'll make it a 50-minute stream. Potentially, if we can hit a few more targets, we'll go for the hour.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah.
We're going to go for the hour. So guys, those of you who are in, share the link, get some people involved, get the likes up past 30, get the viewers past 40, and we'll go for an hour. How's that sound? We've got a lot to talk about. So Liverpool's chance to win the league. I think Liverpool, if they can keep their form, it's theirs to lose at the end of the day. So Dylan, I'm from Newport, yo the port. Fair enough, mate. Good to have you. Were you at the Exeter game yesterday? Absolutely. Daniel Volpe, Man City with a bit of luck. A lot of people don't want Liverpool to win the title. Right, Luke Cainty. Now, I'm really glad someone brought this up. Thoughts on Leeds gaffer spying? Leeds gaffer spying.
Every club does it.
Yeah.
Every single club does it. He's just got caught.
It's just funny how everybody who could potentially benefit from Leeds getting a points deduction are enraged by it, but everyone else don't seem to give a shit. People are talking about sportsmanship. You're telling me there's sportsmanship on a football field these days. There is absolutely no sportsmanship on a football field. So why should people be outraged at anything off the field?
I think some of the Premiership sides have come out and said that they do it themselves as well.
Exactly.
West Ham do it. I know West Ham do it because they've come out and said on their thing that they send spies to games and training and whatever. It goes on.
Yeah. Skating.
It's just that they've been found out, and for whatever reason, as Taff said, it's just all the teams around them outraged. Should they be deducted points? No. Why? No. Well,
it shouldn't even be illegal. It shouldn't even be illegal. I mean, if they want to make rules against it, fair enough. It'll be a rule, and you can't break those rules.
Do they sit in the room when he goes through the tactics? No, they're probably watching him on the training pitch. Got to be. At the end of the day, what they do on the training pitch is what most teams do. You jog up and down, you run, you do this, you do that. I bet most teams do the same on their training pitches.
That's it. I'm glad this got brought up because I really wanted to talk about that tonight because the people moaning about it and saying that Leeds should be docked points, Bielsa should be ashamed of himself and all that, complete and utter bollocks, I'm afraid. Right, on to the next one. Do you think Tottenham have to buy a new striker to replace Kane whilst he's injured? Tottenham got strikers there.
Marlon Jackson.
There you go, Marlon Jackson. Pay Hereford a couple of million, and well, is he at Hereford now, or has he moved on again?
Western Supermare.
Western Supermare, yeah, okay.
We can have Marlon Jackson. Tell him Weston 10 quid. He can have him.
Tony Elmer has just donated £2.99 to the Amber Army.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. That is absolutely magnificent. Appreciate all donations. It's been a while since we've had one on this channel, but Tony, thank you very much. What's gone wrong in Madrid? I think they sacked Zidane after winning the Champions League, and I think, to be honest with you, I think nobody wanted their job, because at the end of the day, success doesn't keep you your job at Real Madrid, and who would want it? Who would want to go and work for them knowing that unless you win everything in sight, you're sacked? And you could just be sacked because they think, sorry, I want to change.
They had Mourinho had success there.
Sacked.
He got sacked.
Ancelotti
got sacked.
Sacked.
Zidane.
Sacked.
Yeah.
Sacked for winning the bloody Champions League. Real Madrid have won the Champions League for 4 years in a freaking row. Sacked. For God's sake. I mean, just keep a bit of freaking stability, like, you know? Absolutely. Just keep a bit of stability. That's the problem. No stability there. And obviously they sold Ronaldo and didn't replace him. Tyron Fields, thoughts on reported training ground bust-up between Nerfville and Flynn? First I've heard of it.
First I've heard as well on that.
Can't really have an opinion on it.
Where did you get that from?
We'd like a source, if that's okay, please. So the Amber Army bot thanking Tony for his donation. Really, really happy with that. Thank you, mate. Paul Dixon, very disturbing to see trouble at Forest Green Rovers with Bury fans. I believe there was Bolton fans.
Well, if he started selling burgers, he probably wouldn't get any problems there. At the end of the day, Forest Green, my argument on them is shouldn't even be in the league. I got nothing to say about them at the end of the day.
I like this guy. I like him.
I can't stand them. Shouldn't be in the league. They can go and... Good. I hope the Bury fans wrecked the ground. I hope they all started having a barbecue and sold burgers there. I don't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
But apparently the trouble was there was Bolton fans there. There's Bolton fans in the Forest Green Rovers end, and that's where the trouble came from. But hopefully...
So what, Forest Green now, we're trying to get other people's fans to make a crowd up as well now, are they?
Pretty much, yeah, because they can't get their own.
Never mind, then they shouldn't have them in, should they? At the end of the day, all I got to say, Dar, is I don't give a toss.
A pub team of the rich owner, that's all. A pub team of the rich owner and political
ideals being forced. I hate them nearly as much as I hate Cardiff, so...
Yeah, there we go. Would you pay £5,000 to play a one-off game for Newport? No.
No, because I haven't got £5,000. I got £5,000. I got other things I could pay.
And if I tried playing a one-off game for Newport, I'd let them down right now because I'm fat and I'm out of shape and I'm just not good enough, unfortunately. It'd be nice to be able to put the shirt on.
I could probably play for them and probably run faster than Newbly could. But
I could probably jump higher as well.
Yeah. So between us, we'd probably be all right.
So Chris Ball's thanking Tony. Yeah, very, very appreciative of that one. Hope you all like my new blog. I take it Come On The Port is Luke Lewis. George WBA. WBA are having some financial trouble at the moment because of last year's wage bill. Koviak,
that's the problem.
105k a week. Sturridge, 120k a week.
That's ridiculous money. And at the end of the day, it serves them right then because they should have one thing they should have done is offloaded them players, even if they cut their losses and got rid of them.
Yeah.
Because Championship, that money, obviously they're going to have wage problems, financial problems. Yeah, but players don't want to go. Not a lot you can do, but it depends what sort of contract they sign before they go there. They might be, if they got relegated, they keep the same money. Yeah. West Brom shouldn't have agreed to it then.
Here we go. Notts County chance of putting off the Great Escape. They should do.
They're gone.
They got such a good squad there, though. What the hell's going on there?
The biggest problem they should never have got rid of Kevin Nolan.
Exactly.
I think Nolan was starting to build something there, and I think they're gone. I honestly think they're down. And
then they brought in a replacement. He couldn't take them up to the top of the table, so they sacked him as well.
Yeah. I just think they're gone. I think Macclesfield is starting to win games, and I think they'll survive. I think I admit it. I genuinely think it's not in Cambridge going down.
I hope Morecambe go down. I've had enough of them. Should Solskjaer get the Man United job? Well, yes, in a way he should, but he's got to prove himself a little bit longer, I think, because basically, right, he's winning games, but if you look at the teams he's beaten, like who's it? Bournemouth at home. Is it? Who else is it? Is it Huddersfield at home?
Yeah.
Or was it Huddersfield away? I think Cardiff they beat.
Yeah, he's beaten all the sides.
Newcastle,
the sides towards the bottom of the league.
Reading in the FA Cup, who are the worst team, one of the worst teams in the Championship at the moment. But fair play, they went down to Tottenham and won. But if Tottenham had their shooting boots on, Tottenham would have annihilated them. the amount of chances Tottenham had, and they kicked the ball at David De Gea practically. Because David De Gea getting all the plaudits again, all of a sudden he makes a couple of saves and he's the best goalkeeper in the league again. It's like, well, no, it don't work like that. End of the day, Tottenham didn't have their shooting boots on. They were all comfortable saves for David De Gea, and if on another day Tottenham would have annihilated them, but they didn't. Man United won the game, so it's done and dusted. If Solskjaer continues to do well and gets them into the top four and beats Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League, yes, he should. But at the moment, the jury's out on that one, I'm afraid. Tony just shouted out the stream on my YouTube. Hopefully, he gets a bit on. Thank you, mate. You've been an absolute star for us tonight. Much appreciated. Dylan Wilson is doing amazing at Derby. Oh yeah, Welsh Wilson.
Oh yes, yeah.
The new Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Harry Bell FC, Portsmouth at top of the league.
Yeah, I hope he get promoted as well because he deserved to be back.
Yeah.
He should be great
Absolutely.
great club, great fans. Always had great banter with him, and always great following. And I hope he get back up.
Their demise was an absolute tragedy to football, in my opinion.
They should never been low as they should have.
No,
but obviously it was their own fault for what they did.
It was just nice to get 4 seasons of winning. Well, we won three games in a row at Fratton Park.
Yeah.
So there we go. Neil Wilmot, evening Taff. That's Robbie Wilmot's dad. And it actually is Neil Wilmot is Robbie Wilmot's dad. Oh. Robbie had a great game again yesterday. I really like him out on the wide.
Plays out wide.
He's good. Scum Portsmouth, so Dylan must be some kind of Southampton man or someone down there. Views on Henry at Monaco and how long will he be manager? Well, he's not turning things around there at the moment, but he's so well thought of down there. I think he's gonna be given time to turn things around there.
Can't comment on French football, don't watch it, so...
No, but then it's monopolised by Paris Saint-Germain, and something's got to be done about it because it's not financial fair play, really, is it? No. It's not. You know, if Paris Saint-Germain is just going to win the league every year, what's the point on anybody else turning up for it? Paul Dixon, didn't we supply some about Spurs last season after our cup game? Can't remember the title. I think Juventus, I don't think we supplied Juventus information. I think Juventus took some tips from how we managed to stop Tottenham's attack. And it must have worked.
I think it was a joke going around that they'd run Fleeny, but I don't think it
was a matter of fact. No. Marcus May, cheers for backing Bielsa, lads. Yeah, Marcus is our resident Leeds fan. So, Bielsa's not done anything wrong as far as I'm concerned. At the end of the day, if Derby were good enough, they'd have beaten Leeds. Doesn't matter whether Leeds spied on their training. At the end of the day, the guy got bloody moved along, so I don't think he saw much anyway. You know, so how can you say it got them advantage? It didn't. Luke County agree they'll do it along with diving, handball, goals, play acting after tackles. Exactly. They all try to get each other sent off. They all try
apart from us, where we don't dive or fall over as soon as we get into the box. Instead of falling over and trying to go for a penalty, we never do. But everyone else does it. Like that one yesterday, our Exeter player. Yeah. That was a blatant dive.
Talk about the Exeter game. The latest edition of the Ronnie Parade Experience is up on the channel at the moment, uploaded by Mr. Ball earlier today. There's a link right there in the chat, so make sure you guys go and watch that. Harry Bell, Portsmouth, Tony saying no problem, top man. Craig Owie, my old school buddy, Celtic fan. How's it going, mate? Friel's firm, Real Madrid has always been corrupt. There's got to be something going on there. Hey, they got the money for their Galacticos all the time. It's unbelievable. More to come, hopefully. Top man. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to share it in your local football communities. Yes, get more people involved. We want to make this thing brilliant. We want to get plenty of people in to talk all football. You know, County Gold is going to dominate this thing, but we do want to make sure we're making some time for other fans and other different football communities. Will Notts County get relegated? No, I think they got an opportunity now during January to maybe gamble like we did with our Connor Washington money and have one last roll of the dice. I think they got to clear some dead wood. Paul Dixon, come on, try veggie burger. You will enjoy it. I doubt it very much. I wouldn't. I just couldn't.
If I tried a veggie burger, it wouldn't be there at Forest Green.
So Cameron Sattar. Amber Army, good man. So George, the Notts County fan, he's back. Long time no see, absolutely, mate. Can't believe we're actually going down. You're not gone yet, mate. You're still enough time.
At the end of the day, you've got to take influence from us. 11 points adrift, and we stayed up. On
and that was only 12 games left. Yeah. We won 7 out of 12 when we'd only won 5 out of 34 previous to that. So It's not over till it's over, my
I
friend.
think you're gone, but everyone was saying that about us, so...
Frills firm, I'm bringing my barbecue to the next Forest Green away game. Good, I'm looking for you because I want a proper burger.
Angus on County was a source, I think. You seen it on Twitter earlier. That was about the earlier.
Oh, about Nerfville and Flynn.
Yeah.
If
If it's in the Argus, it must be true. That's all I can say.
Yeah. Tony.
Might as well put it in the mirror.
Right. What would you say to a fan channel league, like the football league for the fans, for example? You would have the Amber Army FC versus Bluebirds FC, etc. But actual physical playing football, I don't think I could manage that, to be honest with you. Because
and if we were playing the Bluebirds, it'd be murder anyway.
Yeah.
So.
But then, if it was a simulator thing, like if we got like an old version of Championship Manager or something like that, and you know we all took control of it,
I don't think we should play
or play Football Manager online,
murder ball, I think.
Or FIFA, pro clubs on FIFA, that would be the one. Yep. So another shout out for Luke Lewis. Check out what he's got to offer on his venture into sports journalism. Paul Dixon, Wrexham are going through a sticky patch. I was going to mention Wrexham have fallen since they
have since Ricketts has gone, and don't they do it every season where they start off well and they drop back? They're still in the playoffs. Obviously the conference playoffs are different. It's top leader goes up, the next two into the semi-final, and then stupid way of doing it, but never mind. But they're still there. They're still within touching distance. You would expect them to finish top 7 anyway. But can they go up? I don't think so. They were poor.
Doesn't look like
they were poor against us. Although they were a better side against us up there, they were poor, still poor.
But look what's in the playoffs at the moment. You got the likes of
Solihull Moors. I couldn't believe that.
Files.
Second in the league.
Second in the league, Solihull Moors. Jesus.
I remember going to there as well, Solihull years ago.
So Jamie Bateson has give us a picture of some eggs. Ooh, eggs on toast. I think I'm going to have half of my supper actually. Morecambe and Notts to go down. I'm thinking Morecambe, but I think Macclesfield may go. But they're doing well at the moment.
At the beginning of the season, I said the bottom 3 would be Notts County, Yeovil and Morecambe.
Really?
That's the bottom 3.
You really think Notts County would be the bottom 3?
I said at the beginning of the season, the bottom 3, no particular order, but I said Notts County, Morecambe and Yeovil would be the bottom 3.
Well, funny enough, Notts County were actually the bookies' favourite to win League Two at the beginning of the season.
And my top, and to be fair, the prediction I had of the top 3 were Mansfield, Lincoln and NK Dons.
Well, I predicted Lincoln.
Because I first game of the season, I thought Mansfield would win the league. The way they played against us. I thought they were brilliant, but so Oldham, really, I thought he would have gone to Salford.
Well, Salford's doing well at the moment, aren't they? So Graham Alexander, he's the gaffer there at the moment, and I can't see him being moved along just yet. Scholes for Oldham. Well, I'll tell you what, Scholes into management. I mean, all the other big midfielders from that era are gone in. Gerrard, Lampard, and managers.
If he does go to Oldham, let's hope he goes there before they play us at Ronnie Parade.
I'll tell you what, I will give him some shit.
Please go there, Scholes.
Yeah, go on, Tell you what, that's a good shake, Paul, and I hope he takes it. I hope he takes the job.
Before he plays us.
George WA, 4,300 West Brom fans should be going to Brighton next week. Should be a good weekend. I hope you enjoy it, mate. Are you going along yourself, for you? 4,300
Newport fans off the Middlesbrough as well.
I wish. Luke County, have we got a club link with Swansea for loan signings? I don't think we have, to be honest with you. Not anymore. We should do, though. Been a while since we had one of their players down. I think the last one was it Ollie McBurney, the last one?
When you say Sheehan was obviously the last, and we had when you say
Alex Samuel.
When you say a link,
Alex
whether or not, I don't think we particularly got a link with them. I think you can just go to the clubs and ask for players, to be honest.
You can get a feeder club type affiliation with teams where it's agreed that you can send players.
People say we got a thing with Bristol City. I don't think we got anything with Bristol City. It's just that the Bristol City see us as a good club.
Just Flinney and Johnson know each other.
Yeah, and it's local to where they are, so their players haven't got to move or do anything. So
Paul Hurst going to Oldham, I heard. So Paul Hurst was the guy that
some Scolza
that did well for Shrewsbury, wasn't he? How many will travel next Saturday? I'm hoping we're going to take 1,000.
I reckon about 1,000, yeah.
So the Amber Army bot is asking for 40 likes, and we will do the error if we do that. We only need two likes, and we hit 40, guys. Thoughts on Collins potentially coming to Newport one day?
Collins.
James
Collins. No, thank you. Nah. West Ham fan. No, thank you. Don't want him here.
Ginger Pelly?
No, we don't want him here in a few years. What? When he just wants his last payday. He's going to be 3 years down the line probably. He's going to be what, 36,
Well,
37?
I think he'll finish up the season with Ipswich and come to us for next year if we don't go up this
I
year.
mean, what
Next
money
year
are we going to
with
be
Collins.
paying him?
Not much, because think of the amount of money he's made in his career. He's played Premier League football till the age of, was it 36? 37.
I just think
Premier League wages.
he had his best times at West Ham, and yes, he was a good player there, being a West Ham fan, but nah, no for me.
Yes, for me. I'd have him straight away.
And he's ex-Cardiff.
Oh, no, come on, that's a bit below the belt, isn't it? I know he's ex-Cardiff, but he had to make it with someone, didn't he?
No for me.
Okay. Tom Spruce said Regan Poole played midfield, centre back. He was centre back for us, and he did extremely well. Can Rangers win the Scottish Premier League? Good question, Greg. I think they can. You know,
he's doing
Celtic awful this year.
He's doing brilliant.
On Celtic standards, they're absolutely awful this season. So Rangers could capitalise on that, take the SPL, get back into the Champions League, and then they could take Scottish football back. And what an achievement that would be! Honestly, what an achievement. Paul Dixon, after Middlesbrough game, would Tony Pulis agree to a pre-season friendly in the summer? Potentially. He did bring Stoke down to Newport. And that was one of the things I was going to mention, actually. He brought a team to play Albion Rovers, Newport YMCA and the county, you know, over the space of 2 seasons when he was at Stoke. So
if we beat them, he may not.
It's a long way to travel for a friendly match, though. That's the only problem. That's the only issue, I think. But, right, Tony, if we were to get into the League One next season, do you think we'd financially survive?
Who knows? Obviously, you get money for going up.
Well,
obviously, your wages go up, your budget go up.
First of all, you get more prize money being in League One. You get more TV money being in League One. You get more sponsorship money. You get bigger clubs who bring bigger crowds. We would bring bigger crowds. So financially, potentially, yes, we could. But there's so many big clubs that are so much bigger than us, you know, in stature.
Well, look at that. Accrington and Stanley's.
They're holding their own.
They're holding their own, yeah. And to be honest, Shrewsbury Town, I don't think they're much bigger than us, to be honest.
And Burton managed to bypass League One and get the championship. And they stayed there for 2 seasons.
Look at Yeovil as well, they were championship not long ago.
And Yeovil's average crowd is less than ours now.
Yeah, so it is possible.
It's possible.
With the right person in charge.
So let me know what you think of my blog. I will check it out later, mate, after we finish the stream. So George is going to Brighton. I hope you enjoy it, mate. Bradley Jarrett, when we sing a lay, if we jump around, it would last longer. And for since I was young, we've got to get the bouncing back, haven't we? We've got to get bouncing, but we've got to keep doing some of the older chants. We've got to keep them going. So Tony, I'd have Collins any day of the week. Yeah, on my side on that one. F you, Kev. Paul Dix says, I believe Ben from Brighton was loaned to us on the understanding that he plays 30 matches for the Newport.
Ben who?
Ben White.
What was last season?
Last season. So when he came to us, he had to play 30 games. That was part of the loan agreement. And I think they covered his wages on the basis he played 30 games. And didn't he just play 30 games? He was like man of the match for 30 games, wasn't he, practically? Awesome. What's the latest with the hybrid model? I believe we got what's it now? A meeting coming up where the fans will then discuss with the board which direction we're going to go in with the hybrid model, you know, who we want to involve, whether we actively seek investors to get involved with it. So I think the hybrid model won the vote, though. So I think the hybrid model is the way forward. So hopefully we're going to apply it. Thoughts on Coutinho? Not cutting the mustard at Barcelona, could be sold on. I think one of Barcelona's record signings. Talk of him going to Man United even. Do you think he would dump on Liverpool like that? Because at the end of the day, he was a bit part player at Inter Milan, and Liverpool turned him into a superstar.
The thing is, there's no loyalty in football these days. I think if you look at Payet at West Ham, he went to West Ham, everyone loved him. One going his way, he left, went to what he thought was a bigger club, and he's struggling. Would Coutinho go to Man United if you offered him a money? Yes.
So what about the money? It's all about the money. Paul Dixon, I'm disappointed that Croft's injuries are ongoing and as the wages must be high for him.
To be honest, I think I would just say to him, bye, thank you very much, and get him off a wage bill, to be honest. I can't see him playing another full 90 minutes, to be honest.
Probably not. It's Croft's finished. Lovely bloke, mind you, and I really hope he can turn it round and actually make a difference for us, but it doesn't look likely at the moment, does it? Right, so Friel's firm, Celtics issues with a board not allowing Rodgers to spend money on signings, now depth has been poor, but we've made some good signings. I think the treble is there for them.
My take on Celtic, and I'm not a Scottish football fan anyway, don't care whether Rangers or Celtic win it. I'd like to see Rangers win it because of Gerrard in his first season and everything else. He's a rookie. I don't think Brendan Rodgers is that good a manager, to be honest. And he's not up there with he's not up there with the best. He's a good manager, don't get me wrong, he's a good manager. He isn't one of the best.
Yeah,
and I think at Celtic, I think I could go and manage them and probably win the Scottish League because most of the teams up there are rubbish.
Yeah.
So I think anyone could probably go there, to be honest, and have a chance of winning the league. So
look at Gary Warren. He was one of the better defenders for Inverness for a few years. You know, when Inverness were a reputable team in the Scottish Premier League, and then he's now playing for a team that could get relegated from League Two. Just goes to show the golf in class.
He was never a Premiership. If you look at the Scottish Premiership, even at the if you Irish Championship level, Gary Warren was never a Championship player. He's a good player, and he played well. He's an excellent player for us, but he was never Championship quality.
Right. Paul Dixon, will the club look at ticket prices for February and March to entice more fans? I hope so. Notts County priced the Cambridge game at £2 per person. Thoughts? Yeah, I think we usually do though, don't we?
We do with some of the smaller sides. I know we did it with Accrington last season or season before, whatever, and we done it with Morecambe as well a few times. What I would like to see is a Tuesday night games. We got a load of Tuesday night games coming up. Port Vale, we'll have Notts County. Yeah. Potentially, we could even end.
Well, Notts County's away, mind.
Sorry, Notts County is away. But could potentially the MK Dons game get moved again because if we draw with Middlesbrough, that's going to be a week Tuesday. So again, potentially that could be the MK Dons game being moved again. But I think a midweek game, yes, because I think Champions Leagues are going to be back on before long. Back in the end of Feb, March, and the Champions League games back on telly. So the way it's going at the moment, we're going to be playing Tuesday night games. I just think, reduce the prices. I don't know, whatever the club want to do, really. So,
Tony, I think to get the crowd back in the county, we need holdable flags back. Interesting. I mean, we've got holdable flags, but we lost a load of them. Obviously, we put us out a couple of times that it was a miscommunication with the club, and some of that stuff was thrown out. You know, no one's fault really, just one of those things. But we have made the money to buy them back, so we are about to buy them back. We've made the money. You know, basically, we gave the club some scarves to sell in the club shop and split the money. 550 scarves for tenner each, so it's £500 split 50-50, 250 to us, 250 to the club. So with that 250 coming to us, we can get our stuff back then with that money, and we're looking to bring out polo shirts. So keep your eyes peeled. We're going to allow you guys to vote for the logo that we use. We're going to be bringing out our own brand logo, and we're going to put 4 choices out to public vote. You guys are going to choose on it, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. Right then, Greg Halpin, would you like to see safe standing at English Premier League clubs? 100% yes.
I years ago I went up to watch Liverpool play West Ham, going back probably early 90s. I think it was before the Premiership days. And remember standing on the cop in the Liverpool end, and
I've stood on the
cop. The atmosphere was fantastic. Well. I've been to Upton Park, where you're sitting, and when you was at Upton Park, you'd be sat down through the game. As soon as an attack happened, you'd stand up. Everyone would sit back down, stand up, and it was absolutely annoying as hell. The atmosphere was dead because at the end of the day, when you stood up, for whatever reason, the atmosphere is better. Yeah, just always is.
When you sat there, you don't feel like screaming and shaking. But when you stood up, you're ready for it.
When you go to away games these days as well, we stand up anyway.
Yeah.
So I think you have looked at it, and it's been mentioned before about this railway seating or whatever it's called.
But, good question though, mate. Yeah, definitely safe standing. Gets the crowd going better, a bit like Lincoln with the flags going. Yeah, completely agree. We will be bringing them back. Trust me. Will Ramsey be a success at Juventus? Yes. I think
that's a hard one because I know we've had a few obviously Welsh players go over there, like Ian Rush was in Italy.
It's completely different.
It's a different way, different thing. He's still young enough. I think he's a good player. Yes, why not? But who knows? It's only time to tell with that, really.
Yeah. I've got one for you guys, so I want to get your thoughts on it. I'm sure Kev will ask me now. Right. So Tony's asked about Hammond leaving County. We're going to pick up on that straight away. But first, I got one for you guys, a dilemma. Now, we're putting these dilemmas out every week now, just to get you guys thinking. So I'm quizzing you with a good question. Right, so here we go. Would you rather, right, if you were as a complete neutral now, would you rather have Liverpool's Champions League win record? So Liverpool's won 5. So it's a Liverpool versus Man United thing now. So Liverpool have won 5 European Cups. Man United have won 3. Would you rather have that record or Man United's Premier League / English League titles record? So Man United have won 20 titles. Liverpool have won 18. Liverpool have won 5 European Cups. Man United have won 3. So there's a 2 difference on either side there. So what one would you rather have? Would you rather have Liverpool's European Cups record or Man United's Premier League record? And if you're a Liverpool or Man United fan, would you rather have a reversal or keep the one that you've already got? So that's one for you. So as we catch up on these, I'm looking forward to seeing what your answers are. So would you let Hammond leave the county for 500k? If not, what amount would you go for?
Right, one thing you've got to think of with Hammond, was he 30, 31 this year?
He's getting on.
I think he's 30 already, could be 30, coming up 31. Funny enough, someone asked me, or mentioned this to me yesterday, or would you sell Hammond if what for? And I said I'd stick $500,000 on his head. So 500k, yes.
I love Hammond.
500k. Realistically, would we get that? Probably not because of his age, but
I love Hammond. I think he's one of the best players we've had for years.
Yes,
But for 500k,
I think he's one of the best strikers outside the Championship. To be honest.
500k, I would crawl over broken glass to pull the arms off whoever's offering us 500k, because that is a lot of money.
I genuinely
think
in the position we're in, I wouldn't take anything less than 300.
Yeah, but 500k, yeah.
I can't see it. I can't see it.
We wouldn't get that much for him.
300, yes. 250, 300, maybe.
Louis Gore, I'm going to Middlesbrough. Good man, Louis. We'll see you up there. Feels firm. Can't argue over the quality of Scottish Prem apart from Celtic. None of the teams perform in Europe. It's down to money at the end of the day, and Scottish Prem hasn't got the money. It's a shame because if more money was put into it, and the likes of Hearts and Hibs and Dundee United, for example, or Aberdeen, had that extra bit of money so they could have a bigger wage budget, Scottish football would be a lot more competitive, therefore a lot more appealing. Then more money would come in. Then
I genuinely think probably you look at the Welsh League, which is a Mickey Mouse league. You look at the Scottish League, and I wouldn't say it's a Mickey Mouse league, but you're looking on the same line. Just always going to be Celtic or probably Rangers.
Celtic or Rangers, yeah.
And the potential is you go back to again. Do you have a British league?
Yeah.
Where you let the Scottish clubs come into it. Okay, what level would they start at? Who knows?
Yeah.
I think Celtic and Rangers are probably top end Championship, bottom end Premier League. I don't know. But I think it's something that needs to be looked into really as a British league or
if you
whatever.
could amalgamate all of Britain into one league, maybe it could be a benefit to Welsh and Scottish football.
You could even have Premier League. You've got League One, Championship League 1, 2. Why can't you have League 3?
I think they've spoken about League 3 and it's been highly
it has, but obviously if you bring the Scottish teams into it, or the top Scottish teams into the English pyramid system, then
it'd be an awkward way to do it. But if there was a way of fairly doing it and introducing
the thing
Scottish
is,
teams,
you could do it. It depends obviously how you would do it, but obviously you only got 20 teams in the Premier League. Can you up it to 24 maybe? But it's how you would do it.
Yeah. So Tony said, I really do think holdable flags would be a really good option. Yeah. I completely agree with you, mate. Paul Dixon, what pushed the club into offering 50% discount on travel to the Middlesbrough game? They were not interested in the Wrexham game away. Thoughts on this? Now, my thoughts on this now, I'm going to be quite blunt about it, right? As much as I know, it is a fantastic gesture, right? And I take a lot of pride in the fact that we have people running the club who are willing to think of fans in this way and to subsidise their trip. But the problem I got with it, and it's a small problem, and it doesn't really bother me all that much, but all the fans that go to the games are not just on the buses. There are a lot of people that drive. I'm one of them, Kevin's another, and Leanne, who's in the other room, her father's another one. I got a good friend called John Paul Luckett, who's a Newport lad who lives in London, who gets to train to every game. So my feeling is, if these gestures are going to come out, to make it fair, because as much as you can't disagree that it's a great gesture, there are fans out there who do feel a little bit bad just to say, well, why has no one thought of us?
My opinion on it don't bother me. The only thing for me really, and I think it's a great gesture from the club, and to be honest,
completely agree with that.
It doesn't bother me. I don't go on the coach all the time, and it's good for the guys that do go on the coach who travel to every home and away game, every away game. Brilliant. Like Stav's buses, Stav does a great job running his. Jason at the Cross Keys do. So great for them.
As well.
But
they
I
all
think
do a great job.
For me being selfish myself, I think it would have been nice if it was me offered it and someone said to me, we can keep the money in the club and buy a player, or you can go up on the bus for half price. I would have rather have said keep it to buy a player.
Yeah, completely agree with that one.
That's my opinion, but I think it's great that they've helped everyone out.
Right then, so Paul Dixon, good to see Nathan Jones given the Stoke job, did a brilliant job at Luton, good to see a young Welsh manager having success. A potential future Wales manager himself, maybe?
Yeah, good manager, he's a bit arrogant. Obviously, I think, Luton, not one of my favourite teams, horrible place to go to, but yeah, to got to be fair to him, done a good job here with Luton, and hope he does well at Stoke. Like you say, he's a Welsh guy. Potentially another Welsh manager.
So guys,
when Ryan Giggs gets sacked, so
we're gonna have to catch up so we can do our ending. But what if you want to design a sticker for our third series of stickers, get in touch with us and send us a design. Greg Halpin agree, bring standing back, been on the old Stratford end years ago. Yep. Feels firm. Look at the success of the safe standing Green Brigade section in Celtic Park. People are on waiting lists just to stand there. Absolutely. Well, the Green Brigade have always done a good job bringing a great atmosphere, so to accommodate them better, I think it's a real good guinea pig, really, for safe standing. Champions League all the way. So we go. We're going to my one. Champions League all the way.
Well, this was a question
national thing
we were talking about before we come on here, and it depending. You've got to look back over the years. 15 years ago, the Champions League wasn't as big as it is now.
Yeah.
So you would probably say the English League or the English old First Division title or the Premier League was the one you wanted to win. But I think in this present time, the Champions League is the title you want.
Yeah. So people are saying European Cups again. That's Luke County. Greg Halpin, difficult question you pose. Yeah, well, I like to put a difficult one out there. Tony, maybe we'll get rid of the Carabao Cup and make British Cup, idea. Which includes Ireland and Scotland. Yeah,
brilliant idea.
I'd go with that. Greg, I think probably European success edges it. Mind you, 13 Fergie titles was unbelievable. Should have been more, really. Possibly, but there are times where I felt Arsenal could have won the league or Liverpool could have won the league over United. But I don't think Fergie would ever begrudge the fact he got 13 titles. No way. Really hope Labadi starts next week as he was more confident beating Leicester. I think Labadi's getting close. He was on the bench yesterday. Right, Tony, I used to notice we'd be able to stand right behind the manager's dugouts. I think that's another big factor why the atmosphere isn't as good. Would we be allowed to get back in there at one point? I think next season, I think the ban from behind there was for the season, although I got a big gripe with that because it was lazy security work that caused that ban, not a matter of something bad happening in there. So lazy security work that was, and hopefully we can get it back. And we've caught up now. Paul Dixon.
No chance. No chance in this world.
Right, so the question is, if Cardiff go down and Neil Warnock goes into retirement, would they offer Mike Flynn a contract to manage Cardiff? Very tempting.
No chance in this world. Flynn, I can tell you now, Mike Flynn is not a Cardiff fan. Yes, money talks, but nah. No chance in this world.
If the likes of Cardiff are interested in him, it means that other people potentially could be interested in him as well. So I think you definitely keep his options open. Although
I don't think
there's no loyalty in football anymore.
He's a Newport boy. Nah.
Right then.
Nah.
So final thoughts then, basically on our next game, which is Middlesbrough away in the FA Cup. I think if we turn up and they don't, we could cause an upset again. But I think if we don't turn up and they do, we could get embarrassed, a bit like Peterborough did. There you go, Tony. I've met Flynn. He's not a tosser.
You're right there.
Here we go. Paul Dixon lives in Clear. Nice local job. Come on, he won't turn it down.
Bristol Rovers is local. Bristol City is local. So Shrewsbury's local.
So Tony, I'm going to say 1-1 away to Middlesbrough.
I think a draw. I can't see us beating them, but who knows? To be honest, I think it's, as Flinny said the other day, I think in a press conference or whatever after match talk, he gets frustrated because he doesn't know what team's going to turn up.
Yeah.
On the day, he could, like, we played Saturday, okay, it wasn't brilliant, but we done the job, we were solid. I think if we play half like we did Saturday, with that start, how solid we got a chance. But like Flynn said, we don't know, he could pick the same players and he could fold.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know, if we play like we did against Leicester, I think we'll have a hell of a chance. But
yeah. I think they'll bring that, but the only thing that's going to factor against us is that we're not going to have the home support of Ronnie Parade behind them. That's the only problem. But I think, like say, if we turn up, we'll give them a game. But the most intriguing thing about this game is obviously Tony Pulis of Pill in Newport versus Michael Flynn of Pill in Newport. Intriguing stuff. Right then, so Tony, how do you feel if Flynn left next season? Would you feel let down? No, he's given us 2 good seasons and gave us the great escape. I've
always said this, if Flynn left at the end of the season, regardless where we finish, I would happily say to him, good luck, as long as he went to obviously a bigger club.
Bigger club and not a rival.
If he went to someone in our league, then I wouldn't see the point of it. But I would generally say to him, yeah, good luck, Mike, thanks for the great times, and off he goes. If he had left January, then yes, I would have felt left down, because I think he's still got a job to do here.
Tony, best fans in League 2, Exeter or Lincoln? I'd edge more to Exeter, because Lincoln have got a lot of bandwagoners, basically, because they're doing well. I think it's a matter of Exeter have been loyal.
Exeter Lincoln have always been a few down anyway.
Who would you want for the job if Flynn goes? It depends who's available at the time. Obviously, we wouldn't be able to put anybody out of contract, because we wouldn't be able to afford to pay the compensation on it. But it depends who's available at the time, to be honest. Sad to say, but probably 3-0 Middlesbrough. Being realistic, yeah, Middlesbrough probably will beat us. But guys, we are out of time now, I'm afraid. Thank you all for getting involved in this one. It's been an absolute great stream. A good hour from myself and Kev. A good hour from you guys as well. You know, we maintained 20 to 30 viewers for the majority of that, and we had a great donation there from Tony. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Tony. Really appreciate the donation. Hopefully we might see 1 or 2 more in future as well. I mean, even if you want to donate 50p or £1 from time to time, it all adds up and it all goes to the Amber Army pot, and indirectly and in many cases directly to the club. So thank you again. How do you donate? I don't know how you do it on this, but our email address, if you want to donate any money to us via PayPal, is countychoir1912@gmail.com. So it's all appreciated, guys. Absolutely. It's Johnny HD. How can I get stickers? They're on sale on our eBay page. So if you search Newport County stickers on eBay, I'm sure you'll find our stickers on sale. Right then, just lost 3-0 Man City today. Huddersfield fan, unlucky mate. I was hoping you were going to win. Hope you win on Saturday. Thank you, Nick. Middlesbrough, I mean, could you even come up and watch us and come and meet us? That could be an interesting one for you, Nick. Come up in the away end from Ipswich. See you next week, Tony. Thank you again, mate. Can you post later on Facebook for donation? Well, if you want to do it via PayPal, you can do it countychoir1912@gmail.com. I think our email, because if you go on our channel on here, you have a direct link to our email on you if you look on our channel. But if you want to message us on Facebook, we can give you an option of donating to us, and as always, it's massively appreciated. And also, you guys as viewers, subscribers, we massively appreciate your support on this channel, so thank you very much. Great stream, and we look forward to it again next week. Who'll be on next week? Who knows? This guy might be back, or we might have someone new, or one of the other old favourites.
Could even have Mike Flynn. Stay tuned.
Ooh, could be. So it's worth asking that question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially if he wins on Saturday. Yeah. Unless he stays in Newcastle for the
There
weekend.
you are. So tune in next week to find out.
Cheers, guys.